Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everybody.
We are back with part 8 of our Final Fantasy Let's Play.
That we are. Yep, just trying to make some magic. Do some good. Eventually get to that next thing we've been talking about.
About to go into a new dungeon, I guess.
That's right.
I think they are called dungeons.
I think so.
I'm too used to the Legend of Zelda games where they're temples.
That's alright.
Yeah.
I can argue, it could be said that the next place is a dungeon because of how it works.
But we hope you guys are enjoying this.
Yep.
We fight the fish people, literally the mackerel people, as I found out.
Yeah, that was a fascinating discovery, bud.
Yeah. I mean, it should have hit me, because I've had mackerel in Japan, but I guess it wasn't something I ate all the time. So I didn't realize the word.
Yeah.
And I had to look it up because I initially was like, my brain thought of, I think the word's sabato, which is not related to fish. Let me see, is that the word? I'm looking it up now because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Thanks.
That darn cord went out again.
Yes, it did. That's not good. Let's see if I have a clear idea of the time. We're back.
No, that's saying Saturday? Wow, I've never heard anybody in Japan use Sabato as Japanese, as Saturday in Japanese.
Yeah.
So, okay, apparently it means Saturday. But, yeah, so anyway, it meant something different than I thought. That's really weird, though, because I'm used to Sabato being Italian. So, oh well, maybe it's a loan word, but I've never heard it, so I don't know. I'm a little suspicious of Google right now, but
I'm kind of suspicious too, honestly. Very, very suspicious.
But yeah, so I did look it up. But yes, in Japan, their 7-Eleven puts our 7-Eleven to shame.
They do.
Let me just state that off the bat. And for reference, we're in the United States, so if you're from another country that also has a really awesome 7-Eleven, let us know.
Yes,
but,
do tell us. We apologize.
And we'd probably go to your...
Oh yeah, we definitely will visit that.
to be like, is it really like a Japanese 7-Eleven? But anyway, so you can get, boxed lunches, you can get plenty of instant food. And not just the unhealthy stuff on the grill. You can get that too, but you can actually get meals.
Yes.
And so one of the things you can get fish that just like eat in the microwave. I know it sounds weird, but it's actually really good. Excuse me. And one of the things you can get is mackerel. That is how I tried mackerel in Japan.
That's cool.
Especially because the two options were like salmon and mackerel. And with the salmon, it still has bones in it, so you had to like pick the bones out.
Oh.
So sometimes I just didn't feel like putting up with that, so I got the mackerel, which is actually pretty good. It's, a bit more of an oily fish, but it doesn't taste super oily, so... as somebody who I dislike it if the fish tastes way too oily, I can definitely recommend it to other people who feel that way as well, that it's not gonna make you feel like, oh, this is so oily. It's pretty good, actually. And good for you.
Yes.
Fish is so much better quality in Japan. I wish we have places that do have fresh fish, but not in my town specifically.
Yes.
We kind of have to go to the bigger cities that have, a lot of congestion, I guess. Like, or a lot of traffic, like DC.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing Baltimore probably has some fresh fish markets too.
True.
But the best one that I know of is in DC. In terms of closest to where Connie and I live.
Right.
Yeah, at the grocery stores are going to get the farmed fish, so it's not all that fresh.
I see.
If you can get the wild-caught stuff, it's going to be frozen. So it's not fresh, wild-caught fish, if that makes any sense.
I gotcha.
Because yes, you can buy wild-caught here, technically, but since a lot of it's like usually from Alaska, especially with the salmon, yeah, it's going to be frozen. Which frozen fish still tastes good, but in Japan, I had a lot more access to fresh, wild-caught fish. Because, Japan is 4 islands, so it's like pretty much no matter what part of Japan you go to, you can have access to fresh fish. And for those of you who don't like sushi, you can get plenty of delicious cooked fish dishes in Japan, trust me. I had my first time ever having a tuna steak was in Japan, and it was absolutely delicious.
Sounds good.
Yes. Because I love tuna, and there are a lot of areas in Japan where you can get very nice fresh tuna. This seems relevant because we're on the boat.
Yep, and fighting pirates.
Yes. Crab is kind of expensive in Japan. Especially if you're up in the north. Like Hokkaido's known for their crabs, like the king crabs. I haven't had them yet, because I haven't been to Hokkaido yet. And I should have just broken down and had some, had some crab in the areas I was in. It was just being cheap. I was being spoiled by the really good prices in the Kansai region. So when I saw it was like probably 50 for a crab, which honestly is probably not that bad in retrospect, but since I had been spoiled by, I could easily get lunch and sometimes even dinner yeah, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I kind of regret it. I feel like I probably should have. Oh well, I might go back. I'm hoping I'll go back to Japan someday.
I am sure.
I'm guessing at that point. Because there are parts of Japan I haven't visited yet that I'd like to. But then at the same time, I want to visit some of the places that I was in Japan because I missed them as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Doing alright, bud?
Oh, headache.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hanging in there.
Just another save, get some potions. I think we're ready.
Alright. We got a big event coming up.
We do. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
The next spot that we have to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Potions is right here. We're definitely gonna need some. Oops. Awesome. Now let's go get Cure 2, level 2, which I think that, if I remember correctly, that can expand how much it heals, which we'll need.
Right.
Definitely. Next spot of our adventure.
Right.
I made a little do like the quaint feel of exploration in this game.
Mm-hmm.
More mackerels.
Yep.
But we're at full health, so
Yeah.
I just don't like them ganging up on my guys.
Certainly not. It's a shark.
Good girl. There is the dock. Right before we get to the dock. Alright, strikes.
Saba Jin were waiting for us.
Yes. I was curious why they were waiting at the dock. Forum 4.
Nothing. I was trying to look something
I see.
up. Nothing important, just curious. My mom has gotten into making bread.
Oh.
Although she's not making it, she's, I guess, letting it ferment. She's gonna make sourdough bread. And I guess it has to, sit for a few days,
I see.
and then she'll actually bake it.
It's a process.
Yeah, because it takes time for the dough to get sour quality.
I see.
Sourdough bread is known for. Sadly, I do not like sourdough bread.
I see.
I did convince her to look at making matcha bread with me.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I guess I'll have to learn about it and try the results, I guess.
Oh yeah, certainly. Certainly once we've made it, I will of course share it with
Thanks.
you. Yeah. It's another thing I love, thanks to the amount of time I spent living in Japan. I love matcha flavored things.
Good.
Either, obviously the matcha itself, matcha ice cream, chocolate, matcha chocolate, pastries that are matcha flavored,
Nice.
cakes.
Nice.
You have a lot of matcha flavored things.
Yes.
Some people don't like matcha because it's bitter, but I really like the taste. And especially with chocolate, I feel like the bitterness of the matcha kind of balances out the sweetness of chocolate,
I see.
especially if it's milk chocolate. But I mean, dark chocolate tastes good with matcha as well. It's just that I feel like dark chocolate has a little less of the sweet that milk chocolate has.
Ooh,
Not to say dark chocolate isn't sweet. It doesn't have that milky sweet
I see.
that milk chocolate has. What's the name of it?
Gotcha.
I see that. It doesn't seem like the most pleasant enemy to fight.
Tarantulas?
Yeah, giant tarantulas.
They're freaky.
There are quite a few people who would not be so happy with that. I mean, it doesn't help that tarantulas already are big spiders.
Right.
Yeah. I know some people keep them as pets. I don't quite understand that.
either, honestly. I guess it's cool.
I almost can understand snakes a little more than tarantulas. Not that I would be into either of those. No offense to snakes, just don't do fun. Especially because I just don't happen to be very knowledgeable about snakes, so I wouldn't know which are safe and which are deadly. The only one that I really know about are because I had to make sure that, like, the snake we found in the shed, for example, wasn't poisonous. And thankfully, he was not. It was just a harmless garden snake.
Good.
But we weren't sure because my mom felt like he was making a rattling sound, so we just wanted to make sure, because you know some of the poisonous ones with rattling.
Yeah, the rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake being famous. But no, it was apparently not even like the rattlesnake rattle. It was actually just, he was making a big noisy fuss because he felt threatened. It was kind of a back off, get away from me reaction. I guess since they aren't poisonous, they have to be very vocal and seem scary.
Yes.
Almost like imitating a rattlesnake, kind of, to like get you to back off.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're more a threat to them than they are to us.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm sorry, I called it a garden snake. I think it might be a garter snake, actually. They're thin black snakes.
I think I saw one of those too.
Yeah. Yeah, like another time, when my mom was in the garden, she mistook it for the hose, so I almost went to grab it, but it moved, so she really quickly moved her hand before she grabbed it, which is good.
Oh yeah.
You definitely don't want to pick it up and squeeze it as if it's a garden hose.
Oh, that would be deadly.
Yes. That would have not been good. She would have been calling about a bite at that point. Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Trying to get to the new location.
Time flies when you're like, I want to get to that dungeon, but I keep getting attacked.
Yeah, by wolves. Alright, I've got 122 gold out of that, so,
At least we're making money.
Yep, we are.
And getting stronger. That's nice.
Yep. Unfortunately, they took a lot of, antidotes that we used to have.
Yes.
So if I do have to backtrack and use the inn again, that's why.
Yeah. Oh no. What?
More wolves.
All these wolves.
Yeah. Good gracious.
Perhaps, we'll try to get to where we're going after this is over if we haven't gotten there. So that way we're being too repetitive.
True.
We'll decide.
Yeah.
We have a little over 5 minutes. That's the only reason I was saying that.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you're gonna backtrack to get your health up, I didn't want to make
Hold us
everybody
back.
at home see us battling wolves for first 10 minutes of the next episode too.
Yeah.
So we might just do that.
True, we don't want to waste time.
I know I told you guys you'd see the grinding, but I will try to pull the reins in a little.
Right. You can't let things get too unruly.
Yeah. Or we'll have like 1,000 parts.
Yeah. 1,000 parts of fighting gigas, worms, and ogres.
Yeah. And tarantulas. And fish people.
Yeah. But hey, it's stronger and richer.
And richer.
Yep, just like that guy from Legend of Zelda, no, Link in the Wand of Gamelon, was it? Or was it something
honestly, it would have either been Wand of Gamelon or Faces of Evil.
Oh,
Probably.
oof, dead end.
I don't think either of them were called, Wand of Gamelon.
Yes, it is.
You know me, I don't like to say the wrong things.
Understandable, I'm the same way, actually.
Alright. And actually, I have to give them credit. 2 of the CDI games you play as Zelda. Because they also have Zelda's Adventure. So yeah, it's, Zelda's Adventure, Zelda the Wand of Gamelon, and Link the Faces of Evil.
Ah, I see.
Apparently you can buy them packaged together.
Really?
2 players. So it might have been from the Faces of Evil. So I was right. Yep. It's been a while. I watched some certain grumpy YouTubers play back in the day. I actually watched them play all 3. Yeah, so now I kind of have an idea of what those games are like. I mean, really, the cutscenes are good for me.
Yeah.
Same with Hotel Mario.
Yep. And you've got to help us.
But the thing with Hotel Mario is I kind of see what they were trying to do, and I can kind of admire it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it didn't quite work out as nicely as they probably would have hoped.
True. Though Hotel Mario is arguably a solid game, one could argue.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, I could see potential there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe if the Zelda games had been polished up a little bit more, they would have been better. Because I've heard from people who played it that the controls are stiff, the music's not pleasant. I mean, they're just some things that work kind of buggy. So I feel like if they had taken the time and fixed some of that, it might have been a better game.
Oh, yeah.
Or they might have been a better game.
Yes. Yeah, I was not planning on being ambushed earlier.
Yeah. And we're actually at the end.
I'm afraid we are, so we're going to have to
end here for now.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys in the next part.
See you too, everyone. Bye.